I'm going to see if you want to come talk to us?
All depends on what you want to talk about.
Pinball.
Okay.
Your thoughts on games, strategy,
There's
whatever.
a reason why I don't talk to reporters.
Oh man,
So
I'm
this
sorry,
will be fun.
but this isn't fake news at least. So how you doing? We just saw you're not far. You're in the top.
No, I just jumped to 10th. I had.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we checked you were in like 15th or somewhere.
Yeah, somebody suggested to do a little bit of grinding instead of the normal strategies on Monster Bash, and that worked out.
Okay.
I had Drac and Creature going, and then got Frankenstein multi-ball up and running, and I just piled up the points.
There you go. Are these machines super tight for you?
The Monster Bash is tight. I mean, it's made worse by the fact that there's no outlane posts at all.
Right. Yeah, I was here on Thursday when they were ripping rubber off all these machines. You know, it's
typical for a pop event.
Yep.
You're not going to find, there's not going to be, ball saves are off for the most part. Occasionally when you get a multi-ball, you'll get one, like I did with Frank. Down the bank, they're all pretty. A lot of house balls on the older machines.
Yep. Yeah, people were like, oh, well, the scores aren't too high on these machines. And I'm like, well, what you got to realize is that one good nudge and you're tilting that machine out immediately.
Morning tilt.
Yeah, you're not even getting your dangers to be able to kind of calm the machine down, maybe cradle up and wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're not even getting that opportunity. You're just tilting out almost immediately.
Yeah,
we watched a bunch of people do it on even Iron Maiden too.
Well, Iron Maiden, if you're modern Sterns, you can get away with that super hard, practically, legitimately a move the machine nudge and take 2 warnings because of the D-bounce.
Right.
So I don't know how many people know what that means, but on older machines, like a Williams or a Bally, it would just, every time the thing would hit the metal, it would be a warning. So you get that really fast warning tilt.
Yep.
On modern machines, for the most part, especially modern Sterns, there's a period of time where it waits and says, okay, it hit the metal. Now it'll wait like a second and a half or something like that. And then it'll hit the metal again, and it'll wait like another second and a half. And by then, as long as you haven't done anything else crazy, like you've stopped and cradled up,
Right.
you're safe.
Right.
But if you do little nudges, which a lot of people are trying to do on that Iron Maiden, you're cooked.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work.
Yeah, it seems to be super tight here. So, what game's your favorite out of the lineup here?
I'm not a classics expert, but I like the older machines.
So like Interflip Dragon, or more like Future Spa and God of War?
Future Spa is just it's a spa from the future apparently, and there were a few games I did not play out of the entire bank. Future Spa was one of them. I did not play Iron Maiden, mainly because I didn't really feel like throwing a ticket away.
Fair enough. So that's your strategy, is to play games you know, or games you're good at?
Games I know, usually, because you're good at the game. I mean, I can rock a Fishtails.
Right.
600 million is probably my high score in a Fishtails without using multi-ball. But, this Fishtails, 3 times, played it every time, screwed me bad. One of them, like the last game I played, was my fault. Trying to live catch off the come around, off the plunge, live catch, you blow it, live catch drain, ball comes around again, live catch drain, and it's like,
it just takes the wind right out of you, man. That's rough. That's rough.
So it was, I wasn't feeling real good. Came in today, 28th. When I went out last night, it was 12th.
Okay.
I didn't think it dropped to 28th, but so be it.
There was a lot of heat here all night until they were kicking people out, that's for sure.
Yeah, I had 10 tickets left, played 6 of them.
Okay.
They were all crap. 7th, I played on, 7th game, Nitro Ground Shaker.
Okay.
First 2 balls, I had 1 flip out of the first 2 balls.
Oh.
3rd ball, full boat bonus, double bonus, crushed the hole, and wound up with that might still be standing as 2nd place.
Yeah. Oh man.
And somebody clipped me by 1,400 for first place on Countdown. Otherwise, potentially I could have 2 first place, but
Nice.
whatever. Doesn't care. As long as I make A.
Yeah, which
That's
it
the goal.
looks like you should be okay. I want to see what the spread of
with
points are.
45 minutes to go.
Yeah, they're going to cut off.
I've bubbled up to 9th.
I think 1 o'clock. I believe they're cutting off.
As long as you're in as long as you're in a queue, you're okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got
So
you've got a good spread.
so
well,
what's-
15 points between, or 14 points between you and 16th, 17th.
Well,
position.
yeah. Well, actually, what you want to look at is where the cut line is. So if you've got it highlighted. I can't tell exactly what I
You
have.
have 730. Sorry.
730. So you actually look at what the person below the cut line has, and that's because I could fall to 7, 15, 14, or 13 and be okay and still make it in.
Yeah. So it
So
looks
the
like you've
actual
got
gap is
18 points.
Is 18 points, which is where I was 3 hours ago when I stopped for lunch.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, there's a lot of heat here. I think we've got 162 people now that have played games, which is unbelievable. Yesterday, the match play event, there was 103 people participating in that match play.
yeah, that was nuts.
That was a learning experience for sure, but I couldn't believe it. That was unbelievable. The amount of people that are coming out here and playing more pinball, I loved it. I love it. It's exciting. So I think Matt was asking some default questions, so I'm
Okay.
going to ask you.
Yep.
Favorite type of shot in any pinball game?
Kill the spinner.
Kill the spinner all day?
Oh,
all
yeah.
right. So that's Matt's favorite too. Juice up that spinner and rip it till
Yeah,
the
so
lights go down.
Grand Prix or
Hot
Wizard
tip
or Hot Tip
Yep.
or yeah.
All right, awesome. Very awesome. Well, cool. Well, any shout outs you want to do? Anything like that? Anybody watching? Is Ann here?
No, Anne's at home.
Okay.
She's got the doggies with her. Doggies were in day camp, and
I wish you could bring dogs here. Pinball and dogs, that'd be awesome.
No, it's not. I have 2 Jack Russell Terriers.
Oh, well, they'd be barky, I'm sure.
One of them will occasionally bark at one of my pinball machines, and the other one is she has 3 modes: ball, food, and off.
Gotcha.
So she'll want to play ball while you're playing pinball.
Nice.
And
Well, actually, what games do you have in your collection?
let's see. I had an AC/DC Premium, and I sold that and got back and plus money. I got a World Poker Tour. The irony about the AC/DC was I held on to it for so long. I'm like, Stern's got to release new code eventually because Hell's Bells all day is just,
Right.
you can play the other modes.
Of
but,
course.
and then, of course, 3 months after I let it go, hey, there's new code. The irony is, I don't think they really changed Hell's Bells all day.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
So I got a World Poker Tour. I
Okay.
really like deep rule sets, so that's why I started with the AC/DC. World Poker Tour is super deep and very hard to get very deep into the rules. And then I also have a Victory, which is currently not really in a playable state.
Okay.
I got it. The cabinet is like totally crap, like it's got water damage.
Oh, geez,
But
okay.
the play field is perfect.
That's all that matters. You can buy a cabinet. That's awesome.
Yeah, and since it's a Gottlieb Premier machine, in theory I could buy any other nice
Yep.
cabinet and shove it in.
Absolutely.
So-
No, that's awesome.
And then the last one is Blackjack. That one I don't own. Ann actually bought that one.
Okay.
It's not the EM. I think there was an EM version, but it's the solid state version.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. Well, I appreciate. Oh, somebody just tilted out Elvira. That's awesome. But yeah, I appreciate you coming to hang out with us, and good luck today.
Thanks.
We'll have coverage for the rest of the day as soon as I believe finals are going to start right around the 2 o'clock hour. So as soon as
Yep.
that happens, we'll.
So it's the
We're getting close to.
the
cutoff.
I'm worried about when the qualifying cuts off. So basically, right now for me, the next hour is agony.
Yep.
That last game on Monster Bash made me feel a lot better. I don't know if you heard, I was cheering a little bit over there. I don't know. You want me to just stick around, or what do you
Yeah,
want to do?
it's up to you. I'm going to swap out with Matt. So if
Okay.
you want to hang out with Matt, that's perfectly okay.
Sure, why not?
All right, let me go grab him quick. I'll be right back.
Now that I've talked about me for 15 minutes. So I'm going to do a Matt right now before he gets over here. So how you doing, Internet? I think that's his favorite tagline. You doing well? So it looks like we've got the camera on Elvira, and let's see who's on there. Might be Matt Schwab. I can't tell, but I can look up because I have the internet in my pocket. I already did the How's the Internet Doing, so I filled
nice.
in for Matt. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, and we're on Elvira.
Yeah, and I'm looking to see who is actually playing that presently.
Awesome. Okay. And what's the high score on it right now, do you know?
Jeff Mack is currently on the machine,
Okay.
and my score on Elvira is somewhere in the 9 millions.
Okay.
Let me see here. Jason Zoller, or Zoller the Younger, 9.2 million. Adam McKinney, 9.1, and then after that, it's a big drop off. Eric Wagensoner, 6.7.
Okay.
The biggest challenge on Elvira for the tournament has been that the left flipper is nowhere near strong enough to hit the right ramp for the jackpot shot. So what a lot of people have decided to do instead, which is the right thing to do, is go for Elvira letters and then get your 3 million, and then do it again, and then do it as many times as you can. I'm gonna guess that Jason succeeded in doing it twice. Adam probably succeeded in doing it twice, plus some add-on points somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man. So we got someone starting up, checking out the flippers, making sure everything's cool. Let's see.
Now we'll see who's on there now.
Yeah, Pops.
This says Jeff Mack.
Got a lot of bounce on the. He held up a flipper to catch the ball. There's a lot of bounce on that.
Yeah. Some of the machines are nice and controllable. You hold the flipper up and it kind of rides the kicker, and then other times the ball gets up, certainly like Iron Maiden, the ball gets anywhere near the kickers. It just scrapes the kicker and it's off to the races.
Did you play, I think it was at this show last year, there was an Elvira and the Party Monsters that had a Black Knight 2000 sound chip in it.
That's
for the
hilarious.
music?
No, I did not attend last year, and I think the year before that I only attended one day for health reasons, actually, both times. So I haven't actually been for the full 2 days in 4 years.
Okay.
The year before, Jay and Corey and the guys took over running the tournament was the last time I was truly here for both days.
Okay.
So.
Nice. Oh, and I always look at the wrong screen. But let's see. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah,
I know. I always look at the delayed screen and then I'm like, that's not going to make sense. All right. Still on ball one. Oh, brilliant. But got a lot of work to do still.
Elvira lit for a letter. Nails it.
Yeah.
All right, we got an E. E.
Oh wow! Did you see the hang up on the drop? That's funny.
Yeah, it's good and bad because it's like, okay, you get a breath, and sometimes it doesn't do that, and sometimes it drops right through, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna get it. Oh god, here it comes.
Yeah, that's scary.
All right, so that's a lock.
Yeah,
unfortunately, unless they plan on just playing multi-ball while doing some other stuff while they've got some extra balls in play, a little safety, but yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Let's see what they can do on ball two.
You guys talked about how Elvira works, generally what you're trying to do?
We talked about it a little bit earlier, but let's go over it again.
Okay.
It's been a while.
So the upper CAT, the rollover is at the top right.
Yeah.
Will light your lock. This particular machine, I believe, is set up on hard, which means that you have to complete it 3 times to get all your locks.
Oh wow, okay.
And what's really kind of sad is to say that that's practically the game.
Okay.
There's other things to do, but in a tournament setting, most players are avoiding the drop targets.
Yeah.
They'll bail out by shooting straight up the middle because it'll take it, well, not necessarily bail out.
Okay.
They'll go straight up the middle because once it goes out of that hole, it goes back to the cats.
Yep.
With the cat rollovers. You can loop the right ramp and get some nice points there, but not millions of points.
Okay.
It's really Elvira letters for the 3 million point shot and then just keep doing it, or multi-ball to get jackpot.
Yeah. So you're in the tournament, right?
Yes.
Where are you at right now?
Last time they pulled it up was 10th.
Okay. Wow, nice. Yeah. So, and because there's 48 players, right?
Come this way.
Oh, sorry.
On camera.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's 48 players.
Yeah,
right?
48 will make playoffs.
Okay.
Top 16A, and then B, C, D, and E will all be 8 players.
Okay.
So personal goal for me for this weekend was make A, and then after that, whatever happens, happens. You know.
Right. Yeah.
I am in fact a Whopper chaser, so play for points. That is. We always joke about the fact that you can play pinball for fun, but competitive pinball, it's like work.
Yeah. No, it is, and I can't. I'm thankful. Brian and I were talking about this yesterday on the stream. Like, we're thankful for guys like you when you're relatively Brian and I are relatively new. So it's like learning the rules for the game is such an integral part of most of the games that when you don't know the rules, it's like, oh shit. But like, it's really nice having guys like you that know the rules, and like after we're out of a competitive setting or something, you'll explain them to us, and then we're like, oh man.
Yeah, I know that there's the idea that people would rather have it be that you'd rather have skill win the day.
Yeah.
And they'll be perfectly happy to tell you shots on a machine beforehand. My personal opinion is I'm perfectly willing to tell you rules.
Right.
But if you don't know what they are coming in, the payment for learning those rules is losing to me.
Right.
Now that sounds egotistical, but
it's a competition.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Why would I give out extra information if I don't have to?
Like on EMs, like that is a lot of times that can make or break the game if you know the rules or not, because that's how you get big scores on EMs. I mean, any game, that's how you get big scores. But like EMs, it's integral to getting a real score on a game.
How do I light the spinner? What should I be shooting at? We've got Fireball 2's in this bank. Well, there's locks on the table, but the actual 3 targets that you should be aiming at to light the locks are like up in the left corner of the machine.
Yeah.
And unless you realize you need to hit those to light a lock,
You have no idea.
You really have no idea. Now, it's on the card. You stop and read the card. But,
Yeah.
if you don't know, like I played a Flintstones ticket earlier for Shiggles. I literally don't know Flintstones. I looked up pin tips and went, yeah, okay, it was useful, but if you haven't, last time I played a Flintstones was like 3 years ago.
Right.
And just shot the ball around, didn't care.
Yeah.
So, that was, like, okay, that was a learning experience. And then I went out and found one on the floor and played the crap out of that for a while. I was like, oh, now I understand.
Yeah. Or it's like countdown. It's like it says on the card, like hit the drop targets, right? It doesn't tell you like to hit them in a specific order.
Yeah. And there's players that we play with a couple players at home. I can name Pizza Porus and Frankicito both. For the most part, take it as it comes.
Right.
And they're not too worried about taking down the greens and then taking down the yellows and then the reds and the blues. I am.
Right.
Because why am I going to waste my effort? I mean, again, unless it's a bailout shot where I'm just trying to get it back up the playfield, I'm trying to do them in order.
And like Joker Poker is one of those games too, when people don't realize like what targets they're aiming for, like you can miss out on some serious points.
Yep. Nick Wahal, I wish I could remember how to pronounce his last name. I look at it and go Wahal. Looks like Wahal to me.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I should probably ask him how to actually pronounce his last name.
Right. Yeah. It's like one of those things like we were talking about yesterday. It's like, is it Steve Bowden or Steve Bowden? Like it's like
Bowden.
Yeah. Right.
I was watching the stream and it was like what was the one that Chris did? Wagen Soner, and I'm like,
just rolling like. Yeah.
Wagon Soner.
Yeah. Oh man. So we got a new player up on Elvira. Let's see.
That's Nick.
Okay.
And I think that was still ball one, but I don't see the ball. So is it kicking around somewhere?
It is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Got
it's
it.
in the slings right now. And out.
That's what happens when it gets in the slings.
Yeah.
Little up shoves help that.
Oh man.
And
Yeah.
that one's not that tight, so up shoves are okay.
It can help a lot. It can really, just getting a little upward momentum on the game can really help. It's so funny from game to game, like when you're playing in a tournament, it's like if you side to side sometimes can be deadly on the tilt. Other games you'll go play and like an up shove will just tilt the game completely and you're just like, alright.
Oh yeah. I was on the floor. I didn't play the Iron Maiden in the bank, but on the floor there's an Iron Maiden. I played with a gentleman, and he played his ball, and he gave a half decent up shove. Warning. tilt.
Oh,
And he's like, wow. And I said, if it makes you feel any better, the machine in the bank for the competition is set just as tight.
yeah.
So like, welcome to what it would be like to play in the tournament.
Yeah.
And then I was doing like little mini nudges that weren't getting me any warnings. And he's like, how are you not taking any warnings? I said, because I'm not shoving as much as you are.
It's a much smaller move, right? And that's one of the things I'm starting to learn is like how much move do I actually need on a game to save the keep the ball in play, and when is it worth doing a really drastic move to keep the ball in play?
Yeah. I still have a problem with Outlands. Well, Outlands on older machines, especially. A lot of the players that we play with regularly are guys who regularly played pinball back, when solid state was the thing.
Right.
And so they have excellent, just slight nudge skills. Whereas, I'll try and do something stupid on an older solid state machine, and I might save it, but then it'll go out like the other, down the middle or out the other side. Or, I won't take a warning for it, but I wind up losing the ball. Whereas just a little tiny would have got it back to the in lane.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's like, it's a hard skill to practice, right? Because you have to wait until the ball's in danger. It's like,
Yeah, it's not like being able to practice, a drop catch or a loop pass or a live catch. It's kind of like, okay, when it happens, you just go, all right, I hope I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, woohoo!
Yeah, it's like, wait, what did I do? Like, yeah.
I know what I did, now I just have to do it again.
Yeah,
a lot.
Absolutely. So, let's see.
How's it going, Jay?
And we got ball 3 at 1.4. I mean,
I think I had 2-3 on there.
Yeah, like that's not a bad score.
Yeah, 2-3 would have been my 4th best score until I used Monster Bash to kick that one out. So.
Okay.
Yeah, essentially what I did is I moved my 13th to an 8th by kicking out Elvira and getting Monster Bash to replace it. So.
Okay. Yeah, we just saw like the slings again, and then right up and out. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, because again, I think the posts are still in, but there's no rubber.
Yeah.
On the posts.
Oh man.
All right, see if anybody's on the queue in there. Yes, Alyssa Gallagher will be up next.
Oh, nice.
Alessa, Alessa. Now I can be the hypocrite who mispronounces names on the stream, instead of somebody else, right?
Oh man, yeah.
Just curious, what other games you got under the camera?
We got Iron Maiden. We got Harlem Globetrotters. What else we got? Those are the 2 top. Dragon has a wicked glare on the playfield, so you can't see it.
Yep.
And same thing with Firepower. It's too dark with the glare on the top.
So effectively, we've got Elvira and Iron Maiden.
And Globetrotters. Unless it's down.
Hang on. I'm just looking to say, I know you guys done a lot of Iron Maiden, and of course everybody wants to see that, but at the same time,
I'm always down for more Iron Maiden.
How you doing?
Good. Yeah. Well, let's see. Barbecue bonus.
So usually, I walked out late yesterday. Games it's like 9:30 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Brian, will you move the donuts up on top of that box? Nathaniel's coming back. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, no one's Harlem. No one's on it.
Okay.
So yeah, you may as well stay. You may as well stay. Nah, stay.
Okay.
You may as well stay with Elvira for the moment, simply because if you wanted me to start talking about strategy on Iron Maiden, I can't do it.
All right. Well, and the other thing too is Bo and Karen's put up a 2.98 on Iron Maiden.
I watched that from my hotel room last night. That was amazing.
That was awesome. That was great gameplay. But I'm amazed if people. I don't think anyone's putting entries in on it still anymore. Maybe some guys are. But yeah.
Yeah, we're down to, we got 25 minutes to be in a queue at this point. Let's see if anybody's in the queue on, let's see if I can actually, there we go. Jeff Mack's on it, and Nick Wahal's up next. Oh, I just did ask Nick. It is Wahal, so I was like, okay.